This video is going to be about using Mediclay FX. This is a special type of bentonite clay that binds to mycotoxins in the gut, and it'll help you remove things like trichothecenes, alpha toxins, ochratoxins, other things like that that should not be in your body. And the reason that this particular supplement, in my experience, is different than the rest is because they clean it. First and foremost, they clean it, make sure there's no heavy metals, there's no extra things in it. They irradiate it, they make sure that you got the cleanest, best product, okay? So my experiences with this have been great. You know, I've had positive experiences when I've taken it. I felt cleaner, I felt better. I've had clients report the same thing. And it is a mixture of bentonite clay with a montemorillite clay, I believe it's called. And it is called Mediclay FX. I believe it's called Clayer Research Labs. It's by them. And, you know, it's really great if you have mycotoxin illness. Now, if you start off with this product, you got to realize that, you know, binders are only helpful once you have eliminated exposure or you have done the best you can with it, right? And you got to make sure that you are tolerating supplements. You can't take binders on top of 28 other supplements and expect it to work. You have to make sure you're not overdoing it with the supplements already, okay? You have to make sure you're not triggering yourself in your diet. You know, you want to make sure you're not eating all the wrong foods that make you constipated, and then you try to take binders and it makes it worse, you know? Things you got to realize is there is some prep work you want to do before you take binders. And if you go to my website, endsickness.org, at the top of the page, there's a mold illness recovery protocol. I talk about the step-by-step method that you need to go through based on my experience to be able to recover from mold illness, and how particularly Mediclay FX is just one part of it. But the way that I took it was I just started off with one capsule, empty stomach. You know, you want to do that 30 minutes before a meal because you want to catch some of the toxins that are in the bile when the bile is released if you eat something with fat. So you want to take it 30 minutes before a meal that has fat, okay? Eventually you go from one capsule up to 2, up to 3, 4, 5, okay? The most I've taken, I think, was 6 or 8 or something like that. And yeah, I noticed quite a difference in how I felt from taking 6 of them on an empty stomach. And I realized that, hey, this is something to this, right? So there's a certain energy, there's certain magnetic energy that draws toxins to bentonite clay in particular, and specifically this type of clay. And if you have these mycotoxins in your gut, or you have these toxins in your liver, your surrounding organs, then you're going to have them start to draw themselves to the bentonite clay, and then it starts to take these things out through your urine, through your gut, and this is great. You know, this is what you're trying to have. You're trying to have something actually bind to the mycotoxins and remove them, and this is the point of the clay. So Mediclay FX is definitely something I give 2 thumbs up. I love the product. I still recommend it. I personally have used it, you know, for months at a time with no issues. I used it for my 7-year-old daughter, and it's definitely the best clay product that's out there in my experience. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions about Mediclay FX, reach out to me. Again, it's by Clayer Labs, I believe it is. It's available on Amazon, and take a look at the reviews. Great reviews. So thanks for watching. Go to my website, endsickness.org. Take care.